I wasn't going to make a post-game video for this one because I went live with a stream right after overtime started. You can go watch that if you want to, I guess. But I streamed the overtime, and I decided, fuck it, I'll make a post-game video because I couldn't really consolidate all of my frustration with this game into a stream. Um, Huskies lose 30-27, and there are a lot of people to put this on. If you want to play that game, there are a lot of people to blame. But the only guy I got any ire towards right now is Chris Petersen, and I guess the coaching staff in general, because that was the way that game went down was bullshit. That was fucking bullshit, and I can't get mad at the players. Some of the players didn't play well. I get that. I get all of it. I understand some of the players made mistakes, but I think they played well enough to win. I mean, Oregon played well enough to win too. It was a very close game that, no matter what happened, would have been a very close game. It was going to get decided by, less than one score. I get that, but I can't really get mad at these players. I mean, BBK did not play a good game. Maybe you throw him out there. You would expect your kicker to make a 37-yard field goal. I get that. Browning in that first half was not willing to get the ball out of his hands. There were several plays where he just refused to throw the ball even though people were open. I mean, even though the numbers are not that radically different, I saw a big difference between Browning and Herbert today. Herbert looked comfortable in that pocket, looking around and getting the ball out of his hands to open receivers. Our guy, who has got way more experience than Herbert and has had way more opportunities to play college football than Justin Herbert, he was holding onto the ball for 7-8 seconds on some of those plays. So I will say that the better quarterback won this game. And I'm not saying we lost this game because of Browning. That would be ridiculous with the way this game ended. But that was some bullshit. The way that we decided to take the game out of the offense's hands at the end. Because even though Browning played bad in parts of this game, even though he frustrated me, he made several great plays at the end. The 43-yard touchdown to Ty Jones was a thing of beauty. Several big plays to Drew Sample, who is not a big-time all-world tight end. He made some good plays with his legs. The completion to Baselli, the 14-yarder on, I think it was 2nd and 9, was, money. And obviously the 4th down and 3 conversion to keep the final drive alive. The ground game, Gaskin starts. He does well. Gaskin gets hurt. Ahmed goes in. Ahmed does great. He gets hurt. And with Kamari Pleasant and Sean McGrew, our 3rd and 4th string running backs, we still grinded out the yards on the ground. It wasn't great. I'm not going to say that everything was perfect, but we ran the ball with our 3rd and 4th string guys for nearly 200 yards when we could have had every excuse to just go to a passing attack exclusively because everybody was hurt. And at the end of the day, our offense, which had played so good in this game, you take it out of their hands and you say, I trust my kicker who just got here, Peyton Henry, to kick a 37-yarder when his career long is 41 and he made it earlier today. And we had timeouts. We had time. There was no reason we couldn't have at least said, okay, let's make this a 30-yard field goal. Let's make it a 25-yarder. Hell, let's score a freaking touchdown. That is what pisses me off, because this offense had some guys who went out there and played hard, played well, and they deserve the opportunity to go out and actually try to win this game, not play to kick a field goal with your kicker who knows? College kickers suck. Our kicker might be worse than the average kicker. I have no idea. He just got here. But we've never asked him to make a pressure kick. We've never asked him to kick a field goal much longer than 40 yards. I mean, today was the first time ever that he's made a field goal over 40 yards. And you're going to send him out there with the game on the line on the road when you didn't have to. So, Chris Petersen, I am down on that. I'm down on you. That's the kind of shit that I expect dumb head coaches to do. And I know Chris Petersen is not a dumb head coach, but he played one on TV today. Even the defense, guys, I know the defense didn't play great. We forced a turnover on special teams, so the defense did not force turnovers. Oregon had success running the ball, but they didn't slash us on the ground. We had a better running attack than they did for pretty much the whole game. We gave up a 2nd and 17. We gave up a 3rd and 11 in overtime. Herbert made some plays, but I can't say the defense played terrible in this game either. They did enough to win this game. And again, I don't know who else to put this on except the coaching staff for putting us in a shitty situation where I was feeling so good after there was a run right after the 4th down conversion where I was like, okay, we got this. We're going to win. And then all of a sudden we just decide we're going to let the clock go down to 3 seconds and kick a field goal when we just didn't have to do that. I'm sorry. We didn't have to do that at all. There was no reason why you can't at least keep running the ball and make it a little easier. Or maybe you get in the end zone. I don't care. But right now, I am super, super disappointed in Chris Petersen. I'm not going to say that I don't recognize that Chris Petersen is a very good head coach, but today was a huge strike against him in my mind. A huge strike. Because that was just not understanding. I usually go longer in post-game videos, but I don't know what else to say. I mean, Browning came through at the end after really kind of screwing around the whole game and really letting me down. The running game was good all game. Receivers, I kept hearing from the announcers, receivers aren't getting open, and then I look at the broadcast, the replays, and I'm like, people are getting open. I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. The pass rush was okay. It wasn't as good as you would hope, but it was okay. It was good enough to win this game, and yeah, I just can't get it. I can't get it out of my head, guys. I cannot find the energy to blame anybody but Chris Petersen right now, and our season is over in terms of winning the Pac-12 or anything, and I think he's got to own that. At the very least, he's got to own the fact that we are now out of the contention for any kind of playoff spot, and I'm fucking pissed. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. That's an unexcusable way to lose. If we had driven down and we had turned the ball over and not kicked a field goal because we turned it over, then I would be less mad than I am right now. The only reason why I'm not losing my mind right now is my brother and his wife are upstairs, and I don't need them knowing that I'm a fucking lunatic. Okay, there was some good stuff today, but I can't take nothing good from it because that was some horse shit the way that game ended, and I got to make the coach's answer for that. I want to hear what he has to say, how he's going to defend himself. That was some bullshit 1980s football crap we ran at the end of this game. And today's not a good day. All right. I'll make another video later tonight about the Seahawks tomorrow, but right now it is a tough day, and I am not happy.